Today we're here to launch a mobile banking account we have decided to call eWallet Extra. And what it is really is a mobile account that enables people to open an account from anywhere they are. So literally you don't have to be anywhere near a branch, and you are able to open it remotely. You can do it in under 3 minutes. And it is an account that does not require any paperwork. So what I'm trying to say is that essentially, regardless of where you're standing, you could literally pull out your phone, dial a dial string, follow the prompts, give us your name, your ID, and your surname, and you would be able to have an account in literally 5 minutes, in literally under 3 minutes. And the other thing that our account enables you to do is to be able to spend at retail even if you don't have a banking card. So in our view, it is essentially the first of its kind at FNB, a mobile account that allows anyone in South Africa, regardless of where they're from in the country, to be able to send money to anybody, receive money from anyone, pay anyone, and be able to spend on their phone as well as digitally on their cell phone. And I think we're hoping that eventually we'll be able to say spend anywhere, because we're growing their network. Currently they can spend at Spar, but we're growing the network to other retailers as well.
Okay, let's go into eWallet Extra. Who are you targeting with this mobile banking account, and what is the difference between it and eWallet? How does it differ from eWallet?
Okay, so maybe let me start by who we are targeting. We have an account called the Easy account, similar to a lot of other basic banking accounts that you find in the market. Our competitors also have it. We've noticed, looking at the transactional behavior of our customers in this Easy account, that we have customers for whom it's probably not the right account, because there are maybe seasonal workers. Sometimes they're unemployed, which means they may not be requiring an account, or they don't really have a job, that they're opening an account in hoping that they will have use it when in their job application, because some companies require that even in your job application you must put in an account number. So these people come into our branches, they open their account, but because either they have not been able to land the job, or because they, like I said, they were seasonal workers and now it's off season and they're not working at that time, you find that then they abandon their account. And when it's on season again and they're finding another employment, they will then just go to another bank and open another account. So for us, we're catering for those type of people to say, listen, if you need an account and you know that sometimes you won't be able to use it, we've got an account for you that you can just open remotely and be able to use only and when you need to. When you don't need it, it does not cost you anything. When you need it, it then costs you something. So now you ask the question, how is it different to eWallet? eWallet is not an account. eWallet is just the ability for an FNB customer to send money to somebody that may not be banked on their cell phone. That's all that it is. And we've offered it for many years so that we can allow our FNB customers to send money to their loved ones. So what we've then said is that, but these loved ones, we noticed in our transactional behavior that it looks like they're needing more than just to receive money and withdraw. So we said, well then, those easy customers who are looking for something simpler that can be used even when they're not working, for at the bottom of that we had the eWallet customers who are just really just receiving money. There's a gap there. There are people who just want to be able to do more than just receive money and withdraw it, but are not going to use it every month. So that's the bridge that we are closing. That's the gap that we are closing with this mobile banking account.
Now, you say in this account there's no paperwork, easy to open, under 3 minutes. How do you stop people opening it under false pretenses? What do you have in measures to prevent fraud?
So the fact that you can open it without paperwork does not mean that we don't validate you. So when you dial the dial string and put in the details in terms of your name, your ID number, and your surname, we then through a central system send it to the Department of Home Affairs, who then validate that indeed this name belongs to this ID number with the surname. if Home Affairs cannot validate you, then we don't open the account for you. But if Home Affairs validates you, then we open an account for you. And you can only have one profile. So that's the one part, right? But also because the type of KYC we're using is non-face-to-face, meaning we don't have to, you're doing it offline on the cell phone, right? Therefore, there are legislations that govern the limits that we can have on the account, which why in this account, the daily spend limit is 3,000 rands. The account can hold a maximum of 4,000 rands. Very different from a traditional account which holds more, but it's precisely for the reasons you've just mentioned.
And if I do have your ID number, your cell phone number, yours specifically, and I open the account under false pretenses to do whatever fraudulent activities, how do you prevent such?
So if you do have my ID number and my details, you open that account. There's nothing in that account, so there's zero, right? It's the one thing. So we think that the risk is low there in terms of what you can steal from me, because there's a zero balance essentially, but also because we are constantly monitoring the account and the behavior. So if we suspect any fraudulent activity in the account, we block the account, and you have to report to branch to be able to verify who you are.